Okay, here we go. So indeed, I'm not gonna spend this whole video going over the entire experience because I'm going from a 1S 1080p TV to a Series X 4K 120 TV. And it's LG CX. I will show you a bit more about that later. I don't know, this is a video that is gonna be very personal. It's a vlog, it's a Avengers video. You remember those? I don't know, you probably don't remember those. But yeah, I just wanna share a few highlights of me going through the box, and then we're gonna put on the TV, and I don't freaking know. I don't know how much of a leap this is gonna be, going past a 1X, past a 4K TV, and going straight from a 1S to a Series X. So really quick, I wanna get through this boxing, and really quick, this is pretty heavy. Can I just have a moment to be out of YouTube mode and just say, I have the Xbox Series X right in front of me after this year of buildup that we've had. I'm not getting rid of this box anytime soon. And this right here, this really hurts. I don't know how long this video is gonna be because I'm literally just gonna be jump cutting a lot. If you're a patron though, you got the full entire video potentially in some way. So a plug-in. And while I unbox this, if you want potentially more thoughts and more gaming news and nerding out and just hype, then consider subscribing to the channel. Oh boy, we're in. I need like the Zelda Link music here. Oh, that is so fit. You've already seen this a million times. This is fancy. This is really fancy box work. Holy shit, it's right in front of me. God, this thing is hefty, dude. Oh, can I get it out, please? Okay, I need to, hold on. Before I take this out, I need to take a picture of this because this is, I'm not gonna get this again. I'm not gonna lie, this is really fancy box work. Okay. My phone just died. Let me see if I can get this thing out because it is pretty hefty. Oh, it's like a baby. It's like a baby. Oh. Wow, this looks better horizontal than it does when it's unwrapped. There has to be more. Okay, the back compartment. They did a good job boxing this. Watch an unboxing video that like you could see the full innards. You're literally just getting my reactions to this whole thing. That's probably all I'm gonna include is just me seeing the first presentation of it because god damn dude, that was beautiful. The controller is right there. The HDMI 2.1, which by the way, I hope is long enough for my TV because my TV is a little bit too high, I have to say. I thought it came with like a little free 14 days of Game Pass. Why don't they include that? I mean, it's whatever if they didn't. Did I miss that? All right, so really quick, I know this isn't the meat and caboodle, but I just want my reactions to holding the controller because it is going to be exactly the same as the original, but it is definitely smaller. It's got a little bit more texture on the back. The camera won't show it. Oh, maybe it will, but see how it has that scratchy sound? It's because it's got texture. And the triggers are textured too. The bumper has a little bit, but the triggers are textured. That's good. And the thumbsticks are textured too. That is good. It's the same controller, just feels more advanced. And the big boy. I don't want to undo this. This is so good. A+ to whoever they hired to package these things, or like, it is such good packaging. I just ripped it, I feel bad. Oh, it is hefty. Can I just say that it is literally like a baby? It is, it's about the weight of a baby. Ugh, I feel so terrible taking it apart. It does not feel right to do so. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Here we are. I have it. I officially have it in front of me. Holy shit, I have it. Again, let me take a moment here. Holy shit, I actually have it in front of me. Like, this is me being real for a second. And, oh, I need to do it. Everybody does this. Ooh, you can see it a lot in the camera. Right there, you can see that. Wow. Oh my god, that is very noticeable on camera. That's a huge fan on top. Let me see this horizontally. Let me look at this thing. It's not as bad as I thought. Like, it definitely looks better vertically. You know, it looks better vertically, but it's not as bad as I thought, like, based off of what I was seeing with everybody else. horizontally, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would be, and I really appreciate that. Like, the rubber circle on the side, that's still meh, but like, it's not as bad as I thought it would be sideways. It's just simple. I really like that about this. It's really simple. It's not as crazy futuristic looking as the PlayStation 5 does, but man, and that is, again, that is a girthy boy. This is a very healthy baby. It's so pretty. I have that sexy bitch in front of me. I'm wearing the same exact outfit as when I first saw her. I just now realized that.
Look at that sexy bitch.
She is one sexy bitch. I could stare at this thing all day, and I will. Yeah. Okay, so a couple things. Smack dead center of the centerpiece right now. But what I didn't like is that the power cord is insanely short. But what I do want to do, this is a new LG CX or C10, whichever you want to call it, and I have not peeled the tape off, and I want to get a reaction to that too, because that's a beautiful moment when you get a new TV. Oh, oh. This is the funnest part when you get a new TV. Oh, this is the funnest part. This is the funnest part about when you have a new TV. This off. Oh, it's so nice. It is so nice. Oh. Once again, I feel so dirty. Hey, you. I'm about to boot it up, so here we go. It's literally the same exact beep. We're in it now. We're at the end game now. Console's updating right now, but something I want to say while I was setting up, I was, putting in my router information and just moving some things around, and right away, just a bit about the controllers, it's snappy. The 1S controller that I have is also snappy, but this is like a whole other level. D-pad, it is so snappy with how like it's creased. Like there's like a crater in here, and it's like almost like a bowl. To be honest, I don't know if I prefer it or not, because it is very bowl shaped instead of like a plus sign. I think for fighting games, this will be good, because sometimes you have to like roll the D-pad down to like side and up, but like overall feels really smooth. Waiting for my games to update, but look at this. This TV, this is the first time I have seen just everything check marked. Boo. Yeah. I completely forgot that EA Play is a part of Game Pass now. That shit is so bonkers. So for some reason, it's not as plug and play as I thought, with like just being able to plug in my hard drive and just kind of play everything. I'm not sure if that is because of my internet or if it's because of my hard drive. I don't know. I just assumed it was going to be much simpler than this. If I try to boot up Doom Eternal, is it going to load? Okay, well that one worked. But for some reason, like the games that I'm trying to, Gears 5 and Ori specifically, it's just not as like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel as easy as I thought it would be. So I'm still a little bit confused about how certain things are working in terms of like just playing the best version of a game. Obviously you have to update it. And I think I've updated Ori, however, it had the like optimized for Series S and X badge on it after I did the update. However, it was still on my external hard drive. It was not in my internal. And to my understanding, you can't play these games in their optimized state unless it's in the internal or the, the proprietized SSD. I wasn't sure, so I'm like copying, pasting in Ori, and I didn't even have time to finish this video. I was transferring Ori to my internal, and it's already done. It only took like a minute, and granted that was only 6 gigabytes, but 6 gigabytes in a minute? Yes, please. Okay, I'm gonna boot up Ori, okay? Ori is booting up. Never mind, it crashed. So now I can't boot it up. I'm not sure. I don't know what's happening.
He's not like a full-on like Ken is. Because Ken was the main person that they introduced in there.
No, they introduced for you and Smash Wii U.
But it was it didn't feel the same.
Like as hype of a trailer,
Yeah,
you
the
mean?
way they put
Okay,
it
that
in
makes
there.
more sense. As hype of a trailer.
Cause
Okay.
like they were like, oh, Ken's here.
I hope you know I purposely recorded this to like insert. You can fight Akuma's spirit.
I know. He's just
Okay. The sound on this, FYI, pretty killer.
It is like good quality and stuff like that.
It has bass, and I'm like,
Wait, the thing had a
I mean, a little bit.
like in the background. Just
Okay. Right away, it loaded pretty quicker, and these logos, except for these logos, they're not choppy. They're I remember on my 1S, they're just a little bit more choppy. That's all. But brother, look at those trees! Look at those trees! That's sharp. That's sharp, dude. That's good. That's good. That's butter smooth. This is one of the ones I want to see because it's supposed to have 4K 120, which is absolutely insane. I think it's like, yep, here we go. 120 FPS support detected. Ori is set to run at 120 frames and 4K.
Magnifique.
Wait. You can always use display options to toggle between super sampled 6K 60 frames per second and 4K and okay. This TV I don't think does 6K, but whatever.
Can't handle this power.
Ow. I don't remember how to play. So this is butter smooth. It is pretty damn butter smooth. God damn. Okay. My main problem right now, I'm gonna be more excited when I play Gears because, you know, I remember how to play Gears, but I do have to say this is insanely smooth. This game was already stupid smooth on my 1S. It was stupid smooth, but seeing it at this resolution, am I gonna say the difference is massive? Probably not. But again, Ori is a game that I haven't played in a long time, so maybe this wasn't the best example. I can definitely tell the smoothness. Like, I think something that I personally am gonna notice a lot more for these like optimizations is the frame rates. Not because I like it more, like I prefer resolution over frame rate, but apparently I can notice the frame rate more, and I was not expecting that. It just doesn't help that I also don't remember how to play. And admittedly also the reason I'm a little bit like not saying too much is because I spent like 2 hours to get this running. The load times, I admit I've already kind of reacted to seeing other people's videos, so I'm probably not gonna have as much to like, oh my god, that was quick kind of a thing. I need to play something I'm more familiar with. I think that's the thing, is that Ori is looking stupid butter smooth, and it was much quicker, because previously when this game loaded, it would take, I want to say like full minute to get into, you know, but this time I was here within like 20 seconds. I'll have a reaction to this. I loaded up Doom Eternal while I was testing all this, just to see if my other games worked, and it booted up fine. I unplugged my Xbox. I unplugged it because I was trying to reset the cache, and people say when you unplug, you're still able to do quick resume. I don't think it will, because again, I was clearing the cache, and because I cleared the cache, it does say quick resume at the top. Or at least to my knowledge. I mean, I did the same procedure as the Xbox One, but oh my god, I can already tell this main menu. I can already tell the main menu. God damn, this game is crisp. Yeah, this is not optimized yet, and I don't know what the optimization is gonna be, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a lot more crisp than it was. Yeah, it's very smooth. It is very butter smooth. Like, this is just the 1X version, but it's still very, very appealing to the eye. Seeing this game in 4K, I can kind of, even though it's a frame rate, like this game is definitely one that you're gonna benefit way more with the frame rate, but I'm trying to like kind of look at the guns too while I mess with things. I'm very glad I'm not doing this on my ultra-violence file, because this would not have been a good, that would not have been a way for me to be able to narrate while I do this. So what I want to look at, I want to get close to my TV here, hang on. Okay, so here's the thing. When you go up close to a 1080p TV, you begin to see, you know, the pixels, it gets stretched out and everything. But when you get close to a 4K setup, I am noticing nothing is stretched. It is just all there. And that's why they say 4K you want to be closer to, because that's when you notice all the details so much more. I see it. That's kind of why I went with the 65-inch, because I wanted to, you know, try to stretch it out if I'm far away. But I'll tell you what, kind of makes me understand why people get monitors, because they can sit close to the 4K and see all of its glory. Which I'm still somewhat seeing here, but like, you know, you just see it all when you're up close. Oh, I need to. You know what? No. When I try to transfer Ori from like my external hard drive to my internal SSD, that's what made it go haywire. So this time I'm going to see if doing the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to do that also. If I transfer that, is that going to just make the game unplayable? See, this is what I mean. Sometimes the system is being a little bit wacky, and I don't know why. It's really very worrisome, I gotta be honest. It is very worrisome. So Kingdom Hearts is moving. Gears 5 looks like it's ready to go. Like 10 seconds in and it already has a gigabyte. So it is pretty fast to move to your internal SSD. I'm not sure how fast it'll take to go from your internal to your external, but it's pretty stupid fast. But let's see if I can boot up Gears 5. Now Gears has this logo next to it that says Game Pass and X and S, and that's what the Ori game had. And I'm trying to press Gears 5, and it is not loading. I don't know why. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not sure why the system is being weird sometimes. This is disappointing me because it's launch day, you know, and we're not gonna see the big graphic upgrades or anything like that until way down the line. But immediately what you want to see is the big boosting. And okay, HDR just got enabled. Okay, Gears 5 is loading, good. Oh, I want to see Minecraft Dungeons. I really do. This is such a simple thing, but that game, when it loads, the Xbox Game Studios logo comes up, and it is so damn choppy. It is the choppiest logo I have ever seen in a game. So see, I don't think this is on my internal because it's taking a really long time to load. If your TV supports 120 Hz game mode, you can choose between 60 and 120 frames. The higher the frame rate, the smoother the motion. Let's do that shit. Field of view, field of view, field of view. Nope. Damn! I want to check out. This mode is still downloading. How are you still downloading? You're done. So I'm probably going to have to wait to see Gears 5 because for some reason I'm so confused because it has everything downloaded. So far the user experience is really biting me in the ass. My first impression, like my first night with this is not pleasant because I'm not able to just instantly do everything like they were advertising. I don't know if that's my internet. I don't know if it's my console, if it's faulty. I don't know. I legitimately feel weirded out though. On the bright side though, Kingdom Hearts 3 finished. It finished transferring a 40 gigabyte game in just like less than 5 minutes. I feel like that was less than 5 minutes. The question is, will Kingdom Hearts 3 play? I have a feeling it won't. Are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. I don't think this is an Ori situation. Okay, this is not an Ori situation. It loaded. Beautiful. I don't know why Ori did that earlier. I really don't know what I did. Maybe it's because that was an optimized game. So this game is running off of the internal SSD. Going to the world map was the most annoying thing. I don't know, it's funny. I'm noticing the frame rates a lot more than the visuals. I just want to see Gears 5 and that's it. And typically this would take quite a while. So I would have been impressed if it was done like now. If it was done like now, then I would have been pretty impressed. I am definitely noticing the frame rates. Yeah, the frame rates, I don't know why. That's the thing I'm noticing the most. It's much more stable. It's much more smooth. See, the resolution, I'm mostly noticing when it's up close. I'm noticing it when it's up close, and that's pretty much it. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi. Okay, 13 Mississippi. Also, the colors are not good right now, but I want to say it's because of my TV. Like I said, this is a game I know like the back of my hand. It should not be that dim looking. Yeah, it should be much more vibrant, and there's not like auto HDR on this. Kingdom Hearts 3 so far is not impressing me except for its frame rates. That's really it. It's just the frame rates that's really impressing me. Okay, so what I want to do is take a moment to test quick resume. So now I'm gonna go back to Gears 5, which is still running, I'm assuming. Obviously, because that was the last game, because I want to check if I can play it now. Gears 5 is resetting. But maybe it's doing that because it needed to download everything. So I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. If it had to like re-download everything, then I understand. But if all that stuff is still missing, I'm going to be legitimately mad. Like, unless everything's here now, because then that makes sense. They had to reset the game to add everything to it. That makes sense. No, everything is still not there. That is actually infuriating, and I don't know what these guys are wearing either. Like, what's with their textures? Dude, I'm a little bit freaked. Also, where is all the other games that I had booted up? And Doom Eternal, which was one of the first games I booted up. Just give it a moment. It's better than loading up the entire thing. There's the quick resume logo. Okay. It's taking a while. It's taking too long to like impress me anyways. It's taking a little bit too long. All right, now it's been too long. Maybe I have a faulty Xbox Series X. Bro. I don't know if I can upload this. It's just like, I mean, if you want a raw thing, this is what's going on. I'm gonna have to try to end this on a high note and just boot up Minecraft Dungeons and be like, oh, look at that. This is stupid smoother. Overall, the loading screens, they tend to be very, very choppy. But this one was not. And the gameplay, again, it's insanely smoother. This is the weird thing. Like, I haven't played Gears 5 yet because of all the bullshit loading, but this is definitely the most different experience. And it's just it's Minecraft Dungeons. Like, why is this the most different? Yeah, this one so far takes the cake for me in terms of like me visually seeing, wow, this is like the PC frame rate soap opera effect. So, good morning. This is Bed Hair, and I'm gonna just insert this. I don't know if it's at the end or whatever, but downloads did not download overnight. For some reason, they just stopped. My main issue has been internet throttling, but solution to that in a moment. I got Gears 5 working finally, and you can't see it on the camera, but it is looking shiny and very, very good looking. Personally, I'm not noticing like the 120. I just put it on 60 after playing a match to see if I could see the difference, and I see it somewhat, but it's not a massive notice to me, but it is stupid smooth. And the visuals too, like it's almost like they added a subtle touch of ray tracing, which I think they did, but it's looking good. And quick resume's starting to work better too. The main thing is that my internet speeds is not this slow. 38 megabits, I get like 300. So for some reason, it's throttling it hard, even if I quit Gears 5, which is running in the background. Okay, so apparently, if you have a game running in the background, it's gonna throttle it insanely hard. So basically, you cannot, when you download games, you can't be doing quick resume. You can't be playing even a single player game, which is really disappointing. I mean, maybe I should test it with some kind of single player, but I have a feeling it's just games, period. You know what, I could try it with Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay, actually, fun note, I just booted up Kingdom Hearts 3, and quicker zoom is in effect. I thought I would have to reboot the game after all the crap I've done to this thing, but nope, I am still exactly where I was previously. So, that's a cool note. But let's see if that is throttling. Because this is a single player game. There is no online or anything. And so the answer is, yeah, it throttles. It's at 38 again. So I'm getting like a tenth my speed. But why would you, I mean, maybe it's because it's a Game Pass game? If I quit it. And then, yep, already spiking up. Okay. So yeah, you just can't download games while playing any, period. It might work different with discs, but yeah. Another thing I did last night was play some Battlefield 1, and that game is still the most chaotic thing I've ever seen. It didn't make the game necessarily look better, it's more like it shows how the game actually looks. That's the most noticeable 4K thing I've noticed, because I have seen my friends play on 4K monitors, and whenever I see it, I notice like how the game isn't as good looking as I thought it was, because you actually see like the textures of things. But it was a different experience, I'll tell you that. It was insanely, again, smoother. Smoother is constantly the thing I'm going to be saying, but the more noticeable thing to me is the quicker zoom is when it's working, which it seems to me now, but last night it was on and off. And Gears 5, visually Gears 5 is probably the most stunning thing I've seen, because that game clearly has updated textures. Like, it's not like Battlefield 1 where, you know, it kept the same textures. Gears 5 has a new texture pack that it laid on, which I believe it does. It really makes me think what I would have gone through if I went from a 1X on this TV to a Series X. I wonder if I would even notice much of a difference. If that's what you did, I would love to know if that's what happened with you. Unfortunately, my experience has been very boggled by the very odd UI that is going on the Series X. I don't know why when I click certain games and they would not boot up the splash screen, and certain things will not like move the queue. Like if I want to download something, it does not change what it is. I mean, yeah. So it's just mostly UI issues, and I don't know why I was having them, but other than that, when something is working and when quick resume is working, it's awesome.